Hello, my name is Jessica and welcome to Kara. Today we are going to do another 15-minute yoga practice, and this one is going to be pretty chilled. We'll focus on longer holds, really lengthening through the body and opening up through the hips and the chest and shoulders. So when you're ready, just begin in a child's pose. So bring your knees nice and wide. Big toes are touching at the back of your yoga mat, and then the hands reach out in front. You can bring the forehead down, and if it doesn't quite touch the ground, you can place a block underneath your forehead or perhaps a cushion or a blanket. Close down your eyes and just begin to connect with your breath here as you soften through your fingertips, your shoulders, and your jaw. As you inhale, can you feel that your lungs are filling up both left and right? And as you exhale, can you let the weight of your hips, your sit bones fall heavier onto your heels? Let's take 3 more breaths here just to arrive on our mat and shift away from the busyness of our day. And when you're ready, look forward. Gently begin to shift the shoulders up and over the wrists, finding all 4s. Now right away, we're going to go ahead and step that right foot outside of the left hand to the top of your mat. You might need to use your hand to get it there. And then from there, both hands are on the inside of the right foot. And let's come up onto the fingertips, so like you're creating little teepees with your hands. And then sink into the bend in that front knee. And you might scoot the back knee back on your mat a little bit more. I'd like you to look down at your right leg and make sure that the ankle is stacked underneath the knee. And then can you begin to lift your heart and your chest a little bit as you let the hips sink down towards that front heel. Taking 2 more breaths, in through the nose, out through the nose. If you can maintain length in your spine and come down onto the palms of your hands, then you're welcome to take 1 more breath there, just to deepen it for a moment. And then 1 hand at a time, come back up onto the fingertips. And then straighten that right leg, shifting the hips back in space. The toes track up towards the ceiling. You might walk your hands back a little bit so that they're underneath your shoulders and your spine feels nice and long. Can you feel as though you're tracking the right hip back in space, left hip forward? And that right heel is really connected to the yoga mat or to the ground beneath you. And you have this sensation of energetically dragging it back in space, breathing into the back of the right leg. And then we're just going to floss through those 2 movements. So as you inhale, walk the hands forward, bend into the right knee, lift your chest, sink your hips. And as you exhale, straighten back. Right leg lengthens, toes track back towards the face. Let's do 2 more. Inhale forward. And exhale back. You might keep walking the hands, or you might keep the hands in that 1 position. Let's go 1 more time. Inhale forward. And exhale back. Inhale forward, plant the foot, bend the right knee. Plant the whole left hand down on the mat as you raise that right hand up towards the sky for a little twist. Now pressing into the outer edge of the left hand that's on the floor, imagine that you're unscrewing the top of a jar in an anti-clockwise direction. So this should kind of help to activate through the forearm, the upper arm, and the shoulder. Hips are sinking, big deep breath in. Now as you exhale, reach that right hand back behind you all the way to the back of your mat and pause. From here, you might just stay here, or maybe you begin to bend that back knee, tracking the heel towards the hand. Maybe it reaches, maybe it doesn't. That's not the point. We're just looking to go in that direction so that we really sink into the hips and open up through the chest. One more breath. And then exhale, release with some control as you sweep that right hand up and over. Let the right hand come down onto the mat beneath the shoulder again, and then softly just sweep that right leg, right knee back in space. You end up in all fours. As you inhale, drop the belly down, look forward into your cow shape. And as you exhale, round like an angry Halloween cat. One more like that. Inhale, belly drops, look forward. Exhale, round. Come via the center. Let's take that to the other side. So the left foot now is going to step up and outside of the left hand. And then begin to just wiggle the foot forward. So my apologies if the audio seems a little bit different now. The first one had dropped out for some reason. But we're in this lizard lunge shape and we'll continue on. So again, just checking that the ankle is stacked underneath the knee. We're on TP hands. Big breath in towards the chest. And as you exhale, we're going to shift the hips back in space. Straightening that left leg, toes flex up towards the face, and maybe the hands walk back. 2 breaths here. And then let's begin to floss between those 2 movements. So inhale, come forward, hands walk forward, lunge deeply as you plant the foot. Exhale, shift back, straighten left leg, walk hands back. 2 more like that. Maybe the hands stay still, maybe they continue to walk back and forth. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, coming forward. We're going to plant that whole right hand. Left hand sweeps forward and up, and then it reaches for that back leg. Now again, maybe you just stay here, or maybe you bend into that back knee, bringing the heel towards the glute and catching hold of the foot. Maybe you catch it, maybe you don't. Big breath in here, sink the hips, open the chest. And exhale, stay. One more big breath in. And with some control, release that back foot down. Left hand will come forward, plant it down, and then swim that left knee back in space. Let's find cat-cow. Inhale, belly drops, look forward. Exhale, round. One more like that. Inhale, catch. Cow. And exhale to cat. Come via the center. Slowly, let's bring those knees forward. Maybe cross up the ankles so you can sit down on your bum. And then just begin to come all the way down onto your back. And when you arrive there, let your head rest down. And then take the soles of your feet together, knees open wide. Both hands relax alongside the body. Just let the palms of your hands face up. Close down your eyes. Unclench the muscles of your seat. Unclench the jaw. Loosen any grip that you might have in your body. And with that, you might loosen any grip or attachments to any thoughts that you might have at the moment. So let all the dust or the thoughts in your mind settle down so you can enjoy this shape, taking 3 breaths. because of the audio at the moment, I'm going to end the video here and let you indulge and enjoy in this shape, or maybe you straighten the legs and move into Shavasana. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.